Okay, let's go into the lobby, shall we? Now, as I basically stated at the end of the last episode, there's basically a Weaver in the lobby, and he's been redecorating the place. So, although when I first went to the lobby, it looked like, basically a disaster basically happened. Now it's gonna look a little more alien, shall we say. Yes, that's what I'll say. It'll look very alien. And yes, I'm loading up the lobby itself, so we're basically on the outside of the door. Nothing really too special, but I just want to basically point it out there. I didn't really show it off, but I'll note that basically the elevator here goes to the from the arboretum to the lobby to life support. Let's quickly go on to life support so we can basically see what's down there. I think this is this door, but it doesn't hurt to go down there and basically just, search it out. Here's the lobby. We're just going to pass through it. And yeah, as you can see, basically it's just a door down here and life support. Huh, interesting. I actually go to life support if I want to. There's actually no need to go to life support right now, and we will be going down there eventually, so we'll just leave it alone for now. Yeah, that's the nice thing about this game, by the way. It just lets you go wherever you basically want to, for the most part. Unless a door's locked or something like that. As I start marking stuff. Assuming it lets me. By the way, over there is also a telepath, so lots of fun stuff. Just gonna sneak over here a little bit.
Scan complete.
So there we go. We just got the telepath scanned again.
New psionic aptitude available.
At this point, it's more just get targeting down and everything here, so I know where it all is. Whoop! It's coming this way. I don't want to fight the telepath just yet, by the way, because it's at least somewhat scary. Now, note because I basically cleaned out the area here, it's going to be a lot easier to do stuff, which is nice. Oh, you're right there. I might just try and lure the telepath into here. Or we can just go all the way up there. I'm happy about this. Let's go up here, maybe. There's really no need to be too cautious of these guys, but I mean, at the same time, like, you know, some, like, you know, caution is always good. Damn it. He saw me for a moment to a telepath. Let's get him to come over here if he can. I was going to try and come through this door. I'm not against this, but there we go. Let's get a couple hits on him. Alright, the Weaver's in a good spot piece of hit. So obviously demonstrate basically something about the Weaver's by the way. So I'll know if you basically use like normal weapons to try and hit these guys, it's not gonna end well for you. Basically, as you can see, they like to, you know, do like that sort of like debuff on you. Oh, there's this guy trying to hit me. Oh, there's mimics around. We get stuck, I'm good with it.
Good afternoon, Talos. In the event of a loss of atmosphere, gravity, or other serious emergency, please report to the nearest muster station.
Alright, well, there's basically the telepath dealt with. Makes him damn easy, basically, like, you know, he's trapped like that, but okay. He's dead. Alright, we're just gonna go up here for a moment so we can drop off stuff. My turrets are still here if you want to use them, and I probably will. What to keep and what to ditch, basically, at this point. And I know at this point, basically, the safe is starting to get, like, you know, so full that I basically can't, like, drop stuff into it. So...
I have more autonomy than a typical operator. The contents of the video are sensitive. Only a flesh and blood person could handle the responsibility, I presume.
Let's just see here. I only did basically carry, like, all this stuff around for me right now, so I'm just trying to figure, like, what to, like, put in here and what not to. So... Those in maybe... And I know by at this point we basically have, like, so many spare parts. I'm actually thinking I might, like, want, like, turn these into, like, minerals at this point, because there doesn't seem to be, like, any, like, need for me to have spare parts. Because I'm just not using them to repair. Or, like, do stuff like that, so... Let's just drop these in here, I think. I guess this goes to show that if you basically store, like, those parts, they will, like, get stored and stored and stored, for sure. Let's take those out. At this point, we have so many medical kits, by the way, at this point, that, like, I, like, store some in here, not really worry about these apples, for example, so... We'll just do that. Oh, here's the neuromods. I have, like, 44 of them now. Plenty, basically, to demonstrate some stuff later on. See here, I've got 2 EMP charges, I've got 5 recyclers, and I got, like, a whole bunch of Typhoon lures. And I got the null wave transmitters I've yet to use. Probably should demonstrate what these basically do and then, like, start recycling them, because, like, I actually don't really use, like, null wave transmitters, like, the Typhoon lures that much, because they're, like, difficult to use. You have to basically have, like, certain targets that are, like, special to them, and, like, I never really found it to be, like, all that, the enemies that, like, you use them against all that dangerous. Like, you can use these against, like, the like, telepaths and the technopaths, but, they float, so it's hard to hit them with it, so... Yeah. Hard to hit with. Is there anything in here I want to take out? Yes, there is. I'll actually probably want to take this out at some point, so we'll do that now. There's a point to this, so I just want to keep it around. So if they go, like, look around for it, basically. And while we're out, we're just going to go make a few bolts and stuff. You'll be seeing me do this a lot more, by the way, like, making bolts and stuff, so... You're gonna finally see me, like, fabricate something like this material I've been collecting. There we go, we got, like, good amount of, like, bolts basically to make use of. Let's just, like, put this in here. I'm gonna keep the beer around for a moment because I'm basically gonna show off, like, how it basically is used for, like, the fear effects and stuff. So we'll do that right now, I guess. There's a weaver dancing over there, apparently.
Log submitted.
That. Now turrets work great, by the way, against, like, weavers, because they basically don't have fear effects to worry about, so...
Eradicator auto turret version 0.7.6. Scan complete. New psionic aptitude available.
If you get a turret basically to open fire on these guys, it'll do a lot of damage. You know, I still have these basically accessible, so... Well, I'm not going to use them against, like, you know, floating stuff like that, like cylinders, because there's this, like, you know, not that useful against them, but whatever. See, I note that it's, like, here, it does a fear type effect when you hit it with, like, the pistol, but, you know, if you use, like, a beer beforehand... Notice how basically it runs away. There we go, we killed it. See, I basically with, like, you know, beer, I'm like, able to, like, withstand the fear effect and see you attacking it. That's the purpose of basic beer in this game. To do like that for you. Wow, I can, like, throw stuff at these guys to, like, you know...
20, 20, 19, 19, 19.
Do stuff. You know, they're stupid. Now, I don't buy with these, like, you know, sisters. They're annoying, but, you know, when you're basically dealing with, like, the weavers, inside, like, this, like, sort of area, they're, like, not as annoying because they're not basically floating at you. They can roll, and that's about it, so... Pop goes the weasel. Let's go finish these guys off. Now, where did I kill that Weaver's a thing, right? Because Weaver's basically drop, like, lots of, like, you know, stuff for you to make use of. Now, don't bother Weavers here. If you basically had, like, the like, you know, ability to, like, harvest the corpses of these guys better, you actually get some really good material from, like, the Weavers for sure. Like, you know, I get a lot of stuff from, like, their, like, basic stuff here, but, you know, this is really where it's at. Like, you know, get this stuff here for harvesting if you want to basically make neuromoss and stuff like that. Alright, now there's apparently a mimic over here, so... Just gonna deal with him. Broken turrets everywhere, except for this guy, he's still alive. Now, I did say, like, we redecorate this place, but I guess they don't do this yet. But eventually what's going to happen is that the station's going to start to look a lot more alien than it is right now. Just not yet, I guess. Now, I was going to briefly come over here, because if you basically recall from, like, you know, the past episode, I had something basically happen where I was like, you know... By the way, is there any, like, you know, notes and stuff in here? It's not. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I'll note that basically what's going to happen is that, like, the areas are going to basically change to, like, have, like, more alien aesthetic to them as, like, the game progresses. But we're not just yet, I guess, so... Just to point out there, it will change, like, stuff. Alright, so we don't know where Grant Lockwood basically is, so we'll do that soon, I guess. I'll know basically Grant Lockwood is someone who will want to basically trace at some point, but you know, we can't trace him just yet, so I guess we'll just go over here for now. Well, let's go to the trauma center, because there's basically a quest for me to do right there. You know, I think the trauma center is supposed to be locked, but, whatever.
Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit couldn't handle. Try to relax. There. All better.
That's
Don't
done.
forget to complete a patient questionnaire. Your feedback will be invaluable.
Alright, so here's an office I was not able to access before. It's got the decryption key and everything else in here. There's a safe if you basically want to open it, but you know, whatever. And by the way, I want to basically look under desks and stuff for, like, you know, the passwords, because that's sometimes where you're going to basically find, like, this stuff. Because, you know, why not? Alright, let's get to his computer here. So note basically here's a file for the description key. So now I can listen to the file. There's a bit of our thing here. I don't think there's anything else to search for in his office, but whatever. Alright, so now I basically have access to, like, listen to this guy's, like, you know, transcribe. So we go to audio logs and we go to Morgan's breakdown.
Alex! Damn it. Hold on. I'm encrypting the rest of this. Okay, Dr. Cole already wiped the recording of Morgan's breakdown off his computer. The last copy is hidden in his office. I'm not going back. You'll have to get it yourself. A-C-B-A-C. Good luck.
A, B, C, A. I completely forgot. But, basically there's something on the computer. Hopefully this will basically tell me right here. Yeah, A-C-B-A-C. So basically, it's like, you know, a way of, like, to basically, like, hold, like, you know, hold stuff basically here. And the idea is to, like, use, like, this to, like, you know, unlock the safe. One more moment, I just have to do this one more time. A-C-B-A-C. Yeah, basically like all the questions for, like, you know, your thing there. And yeah, notice by the way when you basically answer all the questions, there's a safe. And then you get the, you know, the image.
Good afternoon, Talos. Safety aboard Talos 1 is everyone's responsibility. Send all help requests or concerns to security@transtar.talos.
Alright, so let's listen to this transcribe now.
You seem frustrated.
Maybe I can
I
help
have months that are just gone.
you. System
I've been
alert.
listening to the
Repairs
logs,
needed.
reading the research, playing catch-up.
Do you know how many times we've had this conversation? This is the 5th time.
Does it always go the same way?
Not always.
What does that mean?
What do you think it means?
I think it means you should be concerned as my counselor.
You left yourself a message. Would you like to listen to it?
No.
I think it would help.
I said no. That's not me.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I just know.
You agreed to this. This was all your idea. Yours and Alex's.
I didn't agree to any of this. That Morgan is not me. I would ne- Do you know what's going on in psychotronics? Do you?
If I did, I couldn't say. You know that.
What do you know about the Typhon?
We shouldn't talk about them, not without your brother present.
Them. You do know, you snake. How can you sit there?
Morgan, take a deep breath. Here.
I don't want a pill. I want this station shut down. I want Earth...
Morgan.
I said no!
Okay. I'm going to call Alex.
Now, that's actually pretty important that, like, it's like a validation, because it's important, like, to note that, you know, you are not the, like, you know, Morgan, basically, from, like, that recording anymore. But whatever. So that is done. Now, I probably actually have more to basically do in, like, the thing there. Oh, I have to go to this here, apparently. Okay. That's fine. I guess we are done basically from this area, but, you know, we're just gonna, like, you know, drop this stuff in here, for example, put this stuff in there, put this in there. Oh, and I want to put this stuff in there as well. It's really a question, like, what do I want to keep and what do I want to ditch at this point, because, you know, I have, like, lots of stuff here, basically, you know, to, like, you know, basically watch out for, but other stuff basically don't really need as much. I've got a lot of EMP stuff, but whatever. Alright, now, before I basically, like, you know, head off to basically collect the rest of my stuff and bring it over here, I actually want to jump over here. There's a briefcase I'm not really sure I searched yet, so I'm just going to go, like, you know, do a quick little brief search of it. I'll note that basically in the sales division, there's basically, like, you know, a briefcase that basically had, like, neuromods in it, so just want to see if they're there or not. You know, I like the fact that, like, this place, like, you know, gets, like, you know, lighter and, like, darker. The sales division. It basically, like, you know, gets, like, lighter and darker depending on, like, you know, the sunlight coming out from, like, you know, the star out there. But yeah, one of these booths, basically, there's, like, you know, some neuromods I may have, like, missed. I'm just going to do a quick check. Basically, there's, like, a briefcase that's, like, you know, supposed to be, like, right next to the desk. And it's not here, so, Ah, look at the system and nest over here. Whoa! Okay, good to know. There's a hole in the ceiling up there now. Oh, let's just go back up here, I guess. Could also be in here. I'm basically, like, you know, confusing the places. We'll see. Doesn't seem like I'm missing anything, so I think I did search everything, so that's good. Alright, up here we go. And I guess I'll have to caulk up the floor there. Seriously? This breaks it? It's not beautiful or anything, but, you know, whatever. Just to let me know that this is a hole. Just gonna deal with these guys and then we'll go from there. Oh, that'll break it. Ow. Whatever. There's really no need to be coming over here to, like, you know, clear this stuff out, but whatever. Clear it out anyways. Might as well just get a quick heal up.
Hello, are you here for an appointment? Diagnosing bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. Please, hold still. This will only take a moment. Good
Now,
news.
if there's something I want to basically say about the glue gun, by the way, it's worth knowing that even though, like, I have, like, over 1,000, like, you know, glue canisters, they only take, like, one slot here, so... Some of these, like, you know, weapons in this game, they, like, take, like, no, like, you know, no space basically to hold, which is nice. Alright, I think I cleared out the area for most parts, so let's just get down and get our stuff and get back up. Now, I'm not sure, but I think it's been about 3 minutes of game time, so the nightmare should be, like, you know, back to basically be, like, you know, a pain for me. And if it is, I'll note there's something basically about the nightmare, by the way. The thing about the nightmare is that it's basically always alert to your presence, so to speak. It's like, you know, you basically tell if it's basically locked onto you or not by, like, you know, if it basically, like, you know, has, like, the, hey, I see you. But you can always basically tell where the nightmare is because basically it'll have, like, you know, like 5 full bars basically ready to, like, you know, look at you. So if we basically 5 bars running around, then we don't know the nightmare is basically present on the Arboretum level again. So we'll see he's there. And if he is, let's run away from him. And I don't see anything, so that's good. Now, not by if I basically saw, like, the nightmare would be, like, you know, running around, like, here, so... I guess we're good for now. Let's just take what I have here and take it back to my office. Do. And yeah, this is basically what you have to put up with if you basically, like, you know, don't have inventory space. Also hauling stuff around. Alright, well, interesting. I'm sure Nightmare will make an appearance at some point, but, you know, whatever. Just take you away, I guess. no point losing a turret unless I can, like, if I can use it, so... Take it over here and drop it.
Error. Attitude adjustment required.
So let's go look over here for a moment. Now at this point I got a bunch of pistols in here, so... We're gonna go in here. We're gonna go in there. Really the question at this point is like, what do I want to keep and what do I want to basically ditch, so... And by the way, I can also, like, just drop stuff like man like this if I want to, so... You're free now. Let's drop this here, we'll drop this here. Let's drop those right there. And go in here. And yeah, look at all the, like, mineral results I'm gonna basically get from, like, salvaging all this stuff here. So, quite a bit from the spare parts. Get some from the gun. So there we go. Lots of stuff basically to make use of. Alright, at this point, probably good to, like, go through the game without, like, having to, like, search every nook and corner, basically to get, like, minerals, so... We're probably good to this point where I don't have to, like, search around as much. I can basically just play the game as, like, getting the objectives done. But I know the game gets a lot harder basically from this, like, point on, so... We basically, like, got, like, a good haul, basically, to, like, get through, like, the end game, so to speak. That's what it's basically all about, just, like, having enough to get through the end game. Yeah, I'm thinking about using assault suit repair kits, but I don't really need to right now, so... Whatever. So I get a few more bolts here. Now, I would go directly to, like, the crew quarters at this point, but, or, like, I save it and go to crew quarters.
Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
I'll note that basically I could go, like, to, like, save and, like, go to, like, the, like, crew quarters manually. But at this point, because, like, I have, like, that, like, nightmare to deal with, it might, like, spawn. So, if you guys, like, if you want to basically see it spawn...
Good afternoon, Talos. Don't forget that TranStar safety standards call for a weekly inspection of your uniform. Report to the hardware labs for a diagnostic.
I'm basically going to show you guys this part in case the nightmare spawns. That's what I'm basically getting at. Because, if it spawns, you guys probably want to see it, so... Do. Basically, traveling will now be like a thing where, like, it could always pop up. So unless I, like, killed it recently, we'll see if it's basically popped up or not. I'm kind of, like, bummed out that it hasn't popped up yet, but whatever. Oh, did I fit the shotgun? I guess I did. Huh. How's my current shotgun look, by the way? Alright, well that needs to be salvaged at some point, I guess, so... I'll put this on here for now. Whatever. Alright, so, here's the crew quarters. This might be the end of the recording right here, because basically I might be able to jump into, like, you know, this area without, like, you know, any issue, but, well, if it is, it is, and if it isn't, then, like, you know, see a nightmare in a moment, so... I'll see you guys in the next episode when we jump into the crew quarters. Take care.